Hello Aquarius, and thank you for joining me over here on the extended. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull some cards from the Wandering Moon Tarot, but it's the Cosmic Pink edition. So it's a little mini version of the cards that we used in the main reading. And what I wanted to do was maybe just kind of look more into the cards that we, the kind of energies that came through for the main reading, because they were pretty intense. So we can have a look at this. Oopsie. It's weird because, one of the main complaints that some tarot readers have about the size of cards is to make them smaller so that it's easier to shuffle. And I have the opposite problem. It's I find it more difficult to shuffle smaller decks. So, what was that flipped? Flipped there. Okay, King of Cups. If he comes out, he comes out. So can I have some cards, please, for Aquarius for July 2024, please? Let's see. Oh, there he's there. Okay. Quite similar energies, but similar but different. So, the bottom of the deck here, we get the Four of Stars. So that's Four of Pentacles, Capricorn energy. So right away, it makes me feel like, what are you holding on to, Aquarius? You're still holding on to this past energy. So, we've got a royal couple right out here. We've got the King and Queen of Moons, which is the King and Queen of Cups. Oh dear, Aquarius, do we have to go into the feels? Oh no. We can hold each other's hand, because I'm a bit as happy to go into the feels and the emotions as you pretty much are. Okay, so then we've got the Six of Wands. We've got a bit of passion about it, and then we've got the Ace of Wands here. We've got the Death card. We've got the Seven of Stars, which is Taurus energy again, and that came out in the main reading. No, it didn't. No, it was the Seven of Cups that came out. Sorry, beg your pardon. The Devil, the Ace of Swords, and the Three of Moons again. So that Three of Cups energies came out again. And it does make me feel that, that energy is reinforced of knowing who your friends are, knowing that you can count on friends, family, people. There are people there to support you through this time, Aquarius. And, okay. The energy that's coming through most of all is intense emotions. We've got the Death card and we've got the King of Moons, which are both cards of Scorpio. And again, another fixed sign, fixed water. It feels it feels intense. We're not going to lie about this, Aquarius, we're going to say it like it is, which I know that you will appreciate. Yeah, so this emotional situation that you've been either involved in, going through, this kind of right, the term, so with the death card there, it feels like an emotional purging is taking place where you are literally purging previous emotions and you've been working hard on that. And it feels like, it wasn't something that you chose, you consciously chose to do. If you remember back to the YouTube reading, it was very much a opportunity to make choices, but sometimes it did feel as if, well, you've not got a choice. You either do it or you don't do it. And if you don't do it, then you're kind of getting forced to do it. So, your Queen of Moons is the Queen of Cups. So I think that there's been an opportunity here to learn compassion for yourself and for others. Um, we've got the Six of Wands there, and we're feeling. I feel like we're feeling victorious. The journey so far has worked much to your surprise. I think that's kind of a something that's been surprising. Just how well you have been able to, navigate these changes and navigate the feelings that have came up. And I think that sometimes those feelings have been quite surprising. I think they've been quite shocking at times. And I think, it's been very it's almost kind of it shook you to your core. That's the energy that I'm picking up on. The good news is, Aquarius, we have got the Ace of Wands and we have got the Ace of Swords. I adore, I love to see aces, and in particular for an air sign, I like to see the Ace of Swords. Because it's your natural element, it's your natural place to be. It's like it's not difficult energy. It's nice complementary energy for you. And you've got the Ace of Wands as well, which is in opposition to the Ace of Swords. But that's nice because it's passion. So there's clarity of thought and opportunities to embrace your passions. Excuse me, Aquarius, my apologies. That's very much, the energy that's coming through. The Death card there, it's again signals, I feel like it's a nod to Pluto being in your sign. Pluto is the modern ruler of Scorpio. The Death card is represented by Scorpio. So again, it's like coming to those ends, that revolution, that evolution, that evolutionary energy. You've got that nice solid energy with the Seven of Stars, which is the Seven of Pentacles, right in the centre of the spread. That is Taurus energy. That is Saturn and Taurus. So what I would suggest is, if you are kind of later on in Aquarius, kind of towards, the last, particularly the last 10 degrees, I feel like there's a lot more support, because I think that you seem to be the kind of, you have been the most challenged of the Aquarius, collective. So, maybe check your chart, see where your sun is, if it's anywhere between, let me think, 20 and 29 degrees of Aquarius. If your sun falls in any of those ones, it feels like, your kind of very foundations have been shaken, where, whatever upheaval has been happening to you. And again, it could be that kind of toing and froing, as Pluto has been moving backwards and forwards over into from between Capricorn and Aquarius, and you've got that kind of nod to with that devil energy again. It's showing up here, and let's not forget the goat card from Pluto, the Pluto deck. But I think overall, it's reinforcing the fact that yes, there has been a difficult time, there has been some challenges going on, but ultimately you have explored each and every avenue, and you have been able to reignite or ignite a passion for something. Could be someone, it could be somewhere, it could be, so it's almost like there's this feeling of reinvigoration. Your thoughts are now, after going through a period of kind of stagnant energy, what I'm feeling as well is, if there's any writers out there, or anybody who works in the creative field, maybe like the arts, or like in performance, or like create content creating even. There's maybe been a period of stagnation, and what this is bringing forward is, these cards in July, we've got this Ace of Swords and Ace of Wands, and they are culminating together, to create this really enthusiastic energy, whereby, this newness, this rekindling or kindling of imagination, kindling of thoughts. And it's suddenly like if you have been experiencing writer's block, you wake up one day and it's suddenly gone. It's like you can't wait to get to your keyboard, or you're actually using like a voice note app, and you're chattering into it, because you've got all these ideas in your head, and you need to get them out, basically. You need to put them somewhere, so before you forget them. And I feel like, because they're coming so quickly, you are you're like, it's like you can't get the ideas out fast enough. It's as if it's, what it feels like, right? So, and also like kind of bringing in the water element here, it's as if a dam has burst and you didn't even know there was a dam there, and it's been holding back your ideas and your thoughts and, your passions. And it's almost created a drought. But now, you that dam has burst its banks, or burst itself open, and been removed, and now all that creative flair that at one point came so easily to you, had disappeared, but now it's back. And it's back, but it's improved. It's as if it's been upgraded. It's as if, it's been like taking a car into the and to get serviced, and there was nothing really wrong with the car beforehand, but it's went through a period of regeneration, and, just getting really fine tuned. And as a result of that, its performance is even better. And that's what I feel like has been happening, and what's going to be happening with you, Aquarius. And the only thing that I would caution you with regards to that is this Four of Stars energy. I mean, it's not something that you're particularly guilty of anyway, but, don't don't hold on. Be willing to open up that hand. Don't grip so tightly. I mean, if we want to use the car analogy again, don't grip so tightly to the steering wheel. Otherwise, you won't be able to move it properly. So that's what I would suggest you do, Aquarius, over the month of July. Pay attention to, where you feel that you're kind of holding on too tightly, and just do your best to let things flow. Let that creativity flow. And what I'll do is I will pull a couple of cards, see if we can get some clarification. Just to see, particularly that royal couple. So could I have a card to clarify the Queen and King of Moons, please? Okay, so Knight of Pentacles. So it does feel like, and at the bottom, oh well, there we go. At the bottom of the deck, we have got the King of Pentacles here. Again, that Taurian energy, that Taurus energy, is very much, this journey back to yourself. And that was a very deliberate phrase that came into my mind there. The journey back to yourself. It's been a slow one. It's been arduous at times, and I think, for many of you, for the first time in your lives, you really began to question yourself. Began to question the things that were going on in your life, and just wondering, am I doing the right thing? What's going on? Why are things going back to that inspiration and lack of flow with things? It's been a time where you've questioned a lot of things in your life. You've questioned, maybe even, questioned certain friendships, certain relationships that you've had in your life. And perhaps, they're no longer in your life, or there's a kind of a period where you've been distancing yourself, and that's felt like a good thing. But these things take time, and these things are slow to happen. So all in all, I think July is going to be a real turning point month for the Aquarius. It's going to be a month where you see results beginning to take shape. So thank you so much for joining me in this extended. It has been a pleasure to read for you once again. And hopefully I will see you again at some point. All right, take care. Bye bye.